everyone, welcome to my review for the fragrance Nude by Rihanna. Please let me know the fragrance that you're wearing today. I always like to know because it's a great way to discover new fragrances and new fragrance houses. So please let me know what you're wearing and let's dive into what this fragrance is about. I just finished my last few drops yesterday. This bottle is completely empty, as you can see. This is a 50 ml EDP. At the time that I'm filming this, I'm pretty sure this fragrance is discontinued, and some of Rihanna's earlier fragrances, I believe a lot of those are discontinued now. I know this is hard to find nowadays, but I'm still going to speak on it anyway because the fragrance is still being sold out there. So Nude by Rihanna is an eau de parfum. As I said, this is a 50 ml bottle that I just finished. It also comes in 100 ml bottles, a 30 ml bottle, fragrance oil, and this fragrance retailed when it was first released and popular. It was, I think, about the same price as Britney Spears fragrances, the $20, $30, $40 price range, but nothing more than that. Now it's being sold for hundreds of dollars because, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure this is discontinued. This is not available anymore on all of the fragrance sites that I know, so I think it's discontinued. This fragrance was released in 2012, and it hasn't stood the test of time as so many fragrances, but it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. Let's look at the bottle. It's a nice glass bottle. It has a very unique shape to it. This is kind of like a printed decor here and then a metal cap. And this nice detail around the neck is pretty. It kind of reminds me of the female contour. Kind of looks like a body, like the neck. This is reminding me of hips, the heads. That's kind of what it looks like to me, but who knows? One can only guess. I think this is unique, but the only thing, this bottle I find is so awkward to spray with. This is one of the more awkward bottles that I have. I find that it's actually the most challenging to spray out of because look at the way that you have to grip this, and it's not because of my nails. I know some of you long nail haters think it's because of my nails. It's hard to grip this because of this awkward thin shape, and your hand has to wrap around to get a good grip on it so it doesn't fall out of your hand. Awkward to spray with. It is what it is. I finished it and made it through, but that's just one little gripe that I have about the bottle, which happens to be a big gripe. So that is the bottle. Let's talk about the notes. According to Fragrantica, the top notes are guava, pear, and mandarin orange. The heart is gardenia, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. And in the base, vanilla orchid, sandalwood, and musk. And a first impression of this fragrance, I think that it is a fruity perfume mixed with musk. There's syrupy sweet fruits in here that blend in with the musk, and it gives you this light, feminine, intimate fragrance. And I completely understand why it's called Nude, because it's a fragrance that's your skin but better. Syrupy sweet notes that dance on your skin, that warm up as you wear it. It is a very pleasant, enjoyable fragrance. The main notes that I pick up, especially in the beginning, are the guava and the mandarin orange. The mandarin orange isn't necessarily citrusy. It's not citrus. You don't feel that citrus zing, but you smell sweet orange and sweet guava in the opening. Those fruity notes last throughout the wear time of the fragrance. The white florals that you get in the mid, which are the gardenia, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, those sweeten the fruits. When you smell this, you don't smell flowers and you don't necessarily smell the different individual notes. Nothing really jumps out at you. It's very well blended, but I think the purpose of the white flowers is to sweeten the fruits that are in this. In the base, you mainly smell the musk, which plays with the fruity sweetness. So that's the overall impression that I get from this. That's what I pick up. I don't necessarily smell the sandalwood or orchid. Very well blended perfume. Nothing really screams out at you. So I would say it goes through the note pyramid pretty quickly. It's not necessarily linear, but it definitely goes from the top to the bottom very fast. And the performance of this fragrance is poor to moderate. It lasts about 3 or 4 hours, so it's not the best longevity projects pretty well in the first 2 hours, then becomes pretty intimate on your skin and on your clothes in the last 2 hours. What I do like about this is that when you spray it on, it doesn't disappear into your skin. You can smell this on yourself when you're wearing it. It's not one of those perfumes where you spray it and you're like, huh, where did it go? How come everyone else can smell it, but I can't smell it? And I'm the one who bought it. This is not one of those fragrances. You definitely can smell it on yourself, which is nice. The sillage is pretty minimal with this fragrance. If I had to classify this fragrance, I think that this is a day fragrance. The musk and the fruity elements, it gives me a bright, sunny day wearing a sundress type of fragrance. It just smells like a happy day. That's why I think it's a day fragrance. I don't think that this would wear well in nighttime. I don't think it's a heavy hitter for nighttime. It doesn't have that sexy vibe. But Rebel Fleur by Rihanna, I feel like could be the nighttime version of this because that one is more patchouli and earthy. I finished that one, I think, a year or two ago. And that one is more earthy patchouli. There's plum in there. So that one is the nighttime version of this fragrance. So it'd be interesting to wear this during the daytime and Rebel Fleur at night. That would be really fun if we're keeping it Rihanna. I think that this is more of a warm weather fragrance. I don't think this would do well in the cool weather. I don't think it's really suitable for cool weather. I feel like it would really disappear in the cold air. So definitely a warm weather fragrance. And I feel like the heat would warm this up really well on your skin to make it project and last longer. I do think that this is more of a feminine fragrance. I don't think men would enjoy this at all. So I think it's targeted more towards women and the younger crowd in particular, only because it doesn't smell mature, refined. So I think more for people in their teens to 30s. And I do think this is a blind buy safe perfume because you don't detect the strength of certain notes. It's all blended in pretty nicely. It does make it blind buy safe. The musk makes it safe. The syrupy sweetness makes it safe. I think gourmand lovers would love this because it's fruity and it's sweet. People who love musk would like this fragrance because you do smell the musk mixes in really nice with the fruits. Would I repurchase this fragrance? Probably not. This is not a super special fragrance to me. I did find it pleasant. I think it's a nice fragrance, but I don't think I would repurchase it. And now that it's running for $300 on eBay, I definitely would not repurchase it. There's so many great fragrances out there, but alas, this was a very enjoyable fragrance. And I know that Rihanna does make some very nice fragrances because I did enjoy Rebel Fleur. I did enjoy Riri by Rihanna. That's a great rum summer fragrance. I love that. I would repurchase that one. And I have yet to open this one, but this is Rebel Fleur Love Always. And I'm lucky that I still have this. I bought this a couple years ago before everything was discontinued. I think this is one of the last Rihanna perfumes that I'm ever going to have my hands on. I hope that you guys found my review helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it and you got a lot of insightful information from it. Thank you so much, everyone, for all of your support. I'm seeing a lot of likes, some more comments. The subscribers, thank you so much. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you in the next one. Bye.